Africa, a name billions of people speak every day. A name written on maps, flags, passports. But have you ever stopped and asked, what does the name Africa actually mean? Because the truth is shocking. Scholars don't fully agree. Ancient civilizations had different names for the land. And the meaning of Africa is far older and deeper than what many were taught in school. Today, we uncover the hidden origins, the forgotten clues, and the meanings behind one of the most powerful names in human history. What does the name Africa really mean? Was it a foreign name forced onto the continent? Was it an African word all along? Or does the meaning hide within ancient languages lost to time? Get ready, because the truth is powerful, surprising, and deeply connected to Africa's identity. 1. Before the world called it Africa. To understand the meaning of the name, we must go back to a time when the word didn't exist. Before the name Africa appeared, the continent had many names, depending on who lived there and who wrote the history. The ancient Egyptians, they used the word Alkebulan, meaning land of the blacks, mother of humanity, Garden of Eden. It is one of the oldest known names connected to the continent, the Greeks. To them, the entire region south of the Mediterranean was called Libya. Not a country, the whole landmass. Arab historians, they wrote about Bilad as-Sudan, land of the black people, which referred mostly to West Africa. Indigenous names. Across the continent, different civilizations had their own names for their lands. None called the whole continent Africa. This means something important. Africa did not originally have one universal name. Different cultures named different regions, and over time, one word began to dominate, and that word evolved into Africa. 2. The Berber origin, the people of the land. One of the strongest theories comes from the Berber people of North Africa, one of the oldest ethnic groups on earth. The ancient word, afar, means dust, earth, or land. Some historians believe the Romans adopted this local term to describe the region they conquered near modern-day Tunisia. The Romans then added their Latin ending, birthplace, Africa, meaning land of the afar people, or land of the people who live here. This theory fits historically because the Berbers lived there long before Roman rule. Carthage and North Africa were home to these communities. Romans often named regions after local tribes. This may be the strongest historical explanation. 3. Egypt's Afruika, the birthplace of the spirit. Another theory says the word is African in origin, from ancient Egypt, known as Kemet. The term Afruika translates to the land of the Ka. In ancient Egyptian belief, Ka means the soul, the life force, the spirit within every human. So Afruika may mean the birthplace of the soul, or the place where life began. This aligns with modern science. Africa is the birthplace of Homo sapiens, the origin of human life. This theory is popular among Afrocentric scholars because it connects identity, spirituality, and ancient African history into one meaning. Oh, the Phoenician theory, land of the sun. The Phoenicians were great sailors from the ancient Middle East. They traded across North Africa long before European empires. Their word, Africa, means colony or land of the sun. This fits because North Africa was home to the great Phoenician city Carthage. They described Africa as a place where the sun was strong and eternal. This theory highlights Africa as a land full of life, wealth, and power in ancient trade. The Latin theory, sunny land. Some believe the name comes from the Latin word aprica, meaning sunny. This theory is accepted by some European scholars, but it is weaker because Latin came after Berber languages. Romans usually borrowed names from local people. Still, it adds another layer to the meaning. A warm, bright land full of life. 6. The Greek theory. Without cold. Greek historians use the word Afriki, meaning a land without cold, a tin without frike, cold, shivering. So to the Greeks, Africa represented warmth, life, and energy. This theory shows how foreigners viewed the continent based on climate. 7. Not from Scipio Africanus. One of the most common misconceptions is that the name Africa came from a Roman general, Scipio Africanus, who defeated Hannibal. But this is false. He was named Africanus because he fought in Africa, not because he gave Africa its name. The name existed long before he lived. 8. So what does Africa really mean? After studying all known theories, historians agree on one powerful idea. Africa's name is a blend of many civilizations, but its earliest roots are African. The best supported meanings are, land of the Afar people, Berber origin. 2. Place of the birth of life, Egyptian Afruika. 3. Land of the sun, Phoenician Africa. Each interpretation points to a continent full of LPC or the Kusajado tunted life from one. Ancient culture, energy, Anu creativity, and the origins of humanity. Africa is not just a name, it is a story, a memory, a legacy, a name shaped by thousands of years of history, long before borders, colonialism, or modern nations. Africa means origin. Africa means life. Africa means home.